Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Shane Guilford, and you've joined us for round 10 of the British Touring Car Championship for 2023, proudly sponsored by Interflow Plumbing, providing $100 prize money to the top three, $50 going to the winner, 30 to P2, and third will receive $20 at the end of the 5 races. We're at Lakeside Park today in Queensland, Australia, and one of our favourites, not long time used, but definitely created some amazing footage of the British touring cars racing around here with Paul Morris and Tony Longhurst in the little BMW M3s. If you ever get to check it out, please do. That was some of the best racing. I think George Russell Ingall was involved with that as well. Okay, so track temp is 42 degrees with an air temp at 25, so very warm up in Queensland, and the weather looks very clear today. It's going to be 5 12-minute races, and it's pretty much going to be 12 lap races as well. They're just under a minute, so we'll keep it at 12 laps. We are in qualifier session at the moment, so let's get to it as we get on track. We're watching Gabriel Nunez racing from Entertainment Park on a sim, just exiting that first turn. I won't call it first turn, it's probably turn 3. Turn 2, sorry. Braden Pritchard up in P1 at the moment, holding pole position. And this is Braden Pritchard. We've got a couple of Pritchards up in the mix tonight, so I'll try and bring up their initials. B. Pritchard, the current driver and sponsor of the series from Interflow Plumbing. His brother Matthew Pritchard, currently in P4. Scott Flack for SimHaus Racing just got in the server and he's already up into P3 at the moment as it stands. So let's see how he does. Jason Brooks from Victoria, Phillip Island. He'll be providing some excellent racing, keeping the boys up front honest as he's 7 100ths off pole position at the moment. Let's see if he can get up there in the remaining 3 minutes as Braden Pritchard has just come out on his outlap. Who else we got out on track today? Matthew Pritchard for Matrix Plumbing, brother of Braden Pritchard, in pole at the moment. Matthew's just on a outlap at the moment. Let's go on board with him. He goes to the turn bend, heavy braking down in the second gear, inside double apex, really punishing those front tyres. Be patient on the exit. The track will come back to you. Comes over the crest. A lot of crests, a lot of sweeping crests here under the Dunlop Bridge, down the back straight. Heavy in the braking right now, down to second or third. Oh, he's kept it in fourth. Get the momentum, down a couple more gears. That's a long bend up the top of the hill. You've got to be patient, you can't go too early. He's got on the gas. We've got 2 green sectors. PB for Matthew Pritchard down the main straight. All he's got to do is keep it straight in 5th gear, 6th gear as we pass the tower. Remains in 4th position. That was 52.240. Only slightly off. He just made a mess of that last corner, it looks like, by straightening up a bit too early. And we'll go to Braden Pritchard. Jason Brooks up in a pole now. So he's on another outlap. He's taken 6 100ths off pole position at the moment. So Braden Pritchard's on a flyer now. Can he cross the line, regain pole position? Yes, he can. 51.8. Smashing time around here. The track's starting to rubber up now, so times are going to be dropping as we get to the checkered flag of the qualifier session. George Zlowski, a local boy racing from Queensland. He's currently in P7. Hasn't had too much practice So he's just coming to grips with the car in the Ford Focus. He's going to get a downhill run and try and get a fast lap next time. So this will be his last attempt at improving his position. Gabriel Nunes from GNR Racing. Oh, just overshoots the front again. Just trying very hard to improve his time. Eric Chandra, our Indonesian driver, he's up into P5 at the moment. Not where he usually is. In fact, it does remind me. Let's go and show you guys at home what the season standing is before we get to racing underway. Vlad Togarev is absent once again in P2. He moved a spot after last round at Hampton Downs, the New Zealand track. Moves up to P2 at the expense of Braden Pritchard, but it looks like this week that's going to switch around again. Eric Chandra, very strong, leading the championship at the moment, but there's not much in it between the top three. Matthew Pritchard keeping him honest in P4. He's missed a couple of the races, so that's cost him. But these guys do get to drop 2 rounds before the end of the year, so anything's possible. Scott Flack is here with us tonight as well from SimHaus Racing Team, and he's currently in P5 on 78 points ahead of James Sarkis, who overtook his cousin Frederick Sarkis after last round at Hampton Downs. James was very strong, had a couple of great results there for him, which got him ahead of his cousin, who both raced together side by side at home. So Jason Brooks is with us again, so he'll improve tonight. Maybe jumping, he's equal 7th really, so he'll be jumping up into 6th place after tonight. Troy Cieslawski with us, and Jeff Newen did move into P10 for the championship, but he's not with us tonight because he's just taken delivery of his new baby boy, his first baby boy. So congratulations to the Newen family, healthy, heavy baby boy. If he's listening, congrats, mate, and I hope all's going well with the family. So that is the conclusion of qualifier session. Just bring that up for you. So it's Braden Pritchard got the job done last minute ahead of Jason Brooks with a 51.8. Fantastic time there. Jason Brooks in second. Scott Flack will be in starting P3. Eric Chandra moved up in 4 at the expense of Matthew Pritchard. Then it was Gabriel Nunes and Troy Cieslawski with a 54.544. Okay, so if you've just joined us and you don't know what the racing schedule is, tonight we are going to start race 1 off the qualify results, then we're going to reverse the quali for race 2, and it's going to be a random grid for the rest of the evening. So stay tuned, we'll be right back after the messages.
Hey, tell them about Entertainment Park.
Well, this place, it's like, it's...
my favourite place in the world!
The thing about this place is that...
it's fun for all ages, no matter what your age. You'll love it.
What I really want to say about Entertainment Park is,
They have the best go-karts plus a great cafe. Games, bowling, simulation, but the go-karts, oh my God, they are so much fun.
look, thing is that this place is...
perfect for my birthday party. Everyone said it was the best birthday party ever. Yeah!
What I really want to say about this place is...
Just say it!
It's a fully hectic, oh my God, venue.
Finally! Entertainmentpark.com.au. And as Tahi says, it's heck.
Okay, welcome back, race 1. Let's do this. As the boys are gritting up there Sunday afternoon up in Queensland. Just waiting for Eric Chandra to get on the grid. There he is, ready to go. 12 laps. Braden Pritchard, what can he do from the front row? We'll wait for the lights and the tones and then we're off for a 12-lap race. Here we go. Oh, Scott Flack, Matthew Pritchard jumping. And looks like Matthew Pritchard's got a pit lane penalty. Up in front is a drag race into P2. Chandra overtaking nearly everyone. Oh, it's getting squirrely back there, but the boys have got to serve a penalty there. Matthew Pritchard jumped the start. I'm sure Scott Flack's going to receive a penalty as well. Pritchard and Brooksy out in front. Front row has taken off, a bit of a melee further back. Braden's just throwing it all over the place now to get the car around the circuit. Ron Ballwood, Jason Brooks chasing Braden Pritchard down the main straight. Up into 6th gear, it's a very long front straight here. Smashing the gears hard, you can see the back end of Braden's car very lively. Jason looking after his tyres, he knows he's got to be there at the end of the race. And usually by the end of these races, the tyres are pretty much gone. Oh, we've got Gabriel Nunes overtaking Braden Pritchard. Oh, Pritchard trying to come up the inside, but there's nowhere to go. Gabriel protecting that line pretty well. Oh, he's getting the slipstream. Wants to give him the nudge, push him up further. Oh, he's going to go hard under brakes, but Gabriel very strong in that area too. He gets a little nudge and off the grass he goes. Unfortunately, there's not much Gabriel could do about that. He just got pushed. Scott Flackers off the grass as well. So that's a little Jim's Mowing Award for Scott Flack and Gabriel Nunes at the moment. Troy Kozlowski sitting in P6. There's Braden Pritchard up front, stretching away from Jason Brooks now. Is Brooks just looking after his tyres so he can come back in the last 2 laps to take race 1 on round 10. So Eric Chandra quite comfortable back there in 3rd ahead of Matthew Pritchard, who we saw got a penalty for a jump start. I'm sure that was, you all saw it online. Pritchard trying everything he can to catch Chandra, but there's not much traction out there on the grass as we head into lap 4 of 12. And here comes Brooks here. Looks like he's closing in. He's taking the tyre lines. He's not over revving it. He's just putting the car where it needs to be. Looks like he's closing on this lap, so it really means business here. Up to just under 230 kilometres before he brakes hard, hoping that the car will handle and come back at double apex. It's full speed all the way down the back straight, 5th gear, just getting into 6th, going under the tunnel bridge as we head down to a couple of gears. Yeah, Jason Brooks going down to third just to get the car to pull up. And he's closing in. He's taken almost a full second off just in that lap there. Looks like Pritchard's come in to serve the penalty, but has pulled out of the race instead. Just wait for race 2 to come along. Oh, Pritchard taking the curb. He's getting desperate. He can see Brooksy in the rear vision mirror. Great footage as we go onto the Dunlop Bridge once again down the back straight. Where is Brooksy going to make the move? Is he going to be patient waiting for Braden to throw it into the grass? Or is he just going to play the fox and make him think he's going to overtake? Under braking down the end of the straight is the best place as he will tuck in to get the slipstream. And here it comes. We're already up to 200 kilometres down the front straight. He's close enough to make an attack. Where will Braden go? Or come out to the left? Brooksy got caught out, but that's okay. He's under control there. Nose to tail down the back straight. Got very close there, side by side. I didn't think there was two could get across there, but they have. Oh, he's just coasting. He's just waiting. There's only 2 or 3 really good braking opportunities here. You can see Braden just pointing the front end in, burning up the fronts. That's going to cost him in turn 1 and 2. Here he goes again. Brooks across the start finish line with 5 laps to go. He's got to go the inside. He's going to fox the ins. Oh. Braden's covering it quite well. Oh, a little mistake there, but he's gone out to come back in tight and get on the gas early. Yes, that's exactly what he's done. Will he come up the inside or will Braden move over? Protect that line. Brooksy's got to consistently show what he's going to do. Oh, when he gets up the inside, can he make it stick? No, he has to yield. Braden's got too much momentum heading up the hill. Oh, he's had to back off just to make that turn. I think Braden's had to do the same, so it's another drag race down the main straight. Can he get it done? Oh, Braden's just come across the nose just to get there in time. There he goes up underneath. We're side by side. Is Braden up far enough? Jason will open up that gap because he's got the better line for the next braking zone. He's got to stay on the inside. Make sure Braden doesn't come in on there. But Braden's got that outside sorted. Hitting the grass, he's lost a bit of room there. And that's Brooks out. And here comes Eric Chandler as well. So that battle has brought Chandler up into the fold into P3. It's only a couple of seconds back, but that's not much. We can see them gaining, but there is 3 laps to go. Troy Cieslowski from Queensland, a local boy, up in a 4th place. Now it's a battle with Scott Flack from SimHaus Racing. Scott Flack up side by side. Oh, Troy up in the inside once again. Oh, Scotty's trying everything in 4th gear around that bend. He had to be patient. Brooksy's starting to stretch away from Braden now. 2.5 seconds the gap. And then we've got Cieslowski and Black battling for P4. Nunez hasn't had as much practice or been on the sim for quite some time, so he's still coming to grips with it. And loving the British touring cars though. So we've got Jason Brooks out in front with 2 laps to go. And it looks like Braden and Eric Chandra under fire now. Oh, who was that? That was Brooks. Jason Brooks. What happened there, Jason? Try and see what happened to Jason Brooks as he comes down the back straight. Has he gone wide? Oh, we've just missed it. Wrong camera angle. Oh, he's lost concentration. Hit the grass and the tail's just gone. Around he goes. He's lost the lead. That was unforced as well. Oh, he's clipped Chandra. So a bit of a mistake from Jason Brooks. Lack of concentration. But Chandra's gone as well. See if we can find out what happened to Chandra. Oh, he might have got clipped from Brooks, which took him out of contention. So now the results are all over the place. So it's Braden Pritchard on the last lap, coming down the main straight to take the checkered flag. He didn't think he'd be seeing that one. That was gifted to him. And then it's Jason Brooks defending against Troy Cieslawski. Fantastic job there. So that's Brooks, Cieslawski. Scott Flack crossing the line to take P4. Chandra struggling a lap down. I don't know if he's got damage there. Oh, he's taken that wide. He still has to cross the line. He's still got a little bit to go. Come on, Gabriel, not too long now. And Gabriel finishes on the lead lap to take P5, and unfortunately Eric Chandra suffered in that race there. And Matthew Pritchard finishing in P7. So the official results for race 1 is Braden Pritchard, Jason Brooks, as they were for the first half of the race. Troy Cieslawski from the back of the field moves up into P3. Scott Flack got away with the penalty there. And Gabriel Nunes coming home in 5th, Eric Chandra 6th, and Matthew Pritchard coming home in P7. All right, we're going to get ready for P2, race 2. You know what to do. Stay tuned, and we'll be back after the messages.
Entertainment Park has so much to it.
And we are proud to announce that we have joined forces with this incredible place. They've got simulation cars.
You can choose your own car like a Formula One.
Or V8 supercars, and you can choose your own track. I love the mountain. I'm king of the mountain. Not Mount Jewett, Mount Panorama.
Plus, there's an incredible go-kart track. No fumes, no smell.
And it's got a booster button too.
These booster buttons, unlike a video game, they're real. I'll catch you. Beat your fastest lap. Challenge your friends.
Have a feed at the cafe with an unbelievable menu. What? Dessert, coffee, and of course, a fully licensed bar.
10-pin bowling, video games, skills testers, laughs, play area, chill out areas and lounges, DJs and fun music.
It's safe, friendly, and plenty of parking. But some people drive to the city for that.
That's stupid.
Book now at entertainmentpark.com.au. Not just for kids.
Okay, welcome. Race 2, here we go. The boys are gridded up. Let's see if anyone jumps the start this time. Great angle to catch that action, although Scott Flack surprisingly got away with that one. Matthew Pritchard unfortunately received the drive-through. Still waiting for Eric Chandler to the final tweaks. A few seconds to go before the green light sequence starts. Okay, race 2 of 5, reverse grid. So the slowest qualifiers find their way to the front. Here we go. Very good start. Oh, Chandler and Pritchard up the centre. Nunes trying to hold. Brooksy still down the back. Braden. So Czeslowski gets the whole shot from Queensland. Off he goes. Nunes was muscled off the front row of the grid with a slow takeoff. Pritchard managed to hold it. Chandler lost a couple of spots through that interaction. Oh, Nunes going out wide there. It's a long shot. But he still holds second. Still under pressure from Matty Pritchard. And we've got Braden Pritchard up there as well. Tight fight up the front here. Oh, Nunes going wide, hits the grass, comes straight back on the track. Pritchard's got to find out what slipstream to go in, and he's going to push his brother up ahead of Nunes, losing a couple of spots in that transaction. As it settles down in the first turn, real turn, it's Czeslowski, Matthew Pritchard. Nunes holds third, Braden Pritchard and Eric Chandler and Scott Flack. Jason Brooks, this is a better race for you guys at home. Let us know what you think if you're watching from the bleachers. As we're watching the fight down the back straight, Pritchard getting up a position. Nice job. Nunes, oh, he spun, off he goes. So I've got Flack and Brooks here. On board with Jason Brooks. Scott Flack is right next to him, or right behind him now. As Matthew Pritchard takes the fastest lap of the race at 52.832. Brooksy holding ahead of Flack there. Czeslowski still up front, dominating. Pritchard maxing out fifth gear, didn't shift in time, we just caught that. Oh, Czeslowski made that one mistake, but that's all it took. He's rejoining at a slower rate, so he's going to drop a few positions because it is the fastest section of the race here. Chandler just moving up, and here comes Brooksy and Flack. Four cars, no sitars. We go past the camera on the first bend. Up the back bumper at Troy Czeslowski as we're on board with Jason Brooks in the Ford Focus. Troy looks like he's stronger under brakes, but that was probably outbroke himself because he did run wide there, wasn't in full control. And you've got to watch that here at Lakeside. One little mistake, the track width is not that wide. So as soon as you make that little mistake, side by side down the main straight now. Where's Czeslowski? Czeslowski's over there on the other side of the circuit. Oh, he's come across. Czeslowski's aggressively come across the track there to protect the line. It's enough to hold the position. But now we've got Flack in the fold. He's watching this from the front of the car and they come together. Oh, and he's no choice. He was part of that. So the three of them went up over the crest, but Brooksy and Czeslowski come together, got tangled up, and Flacky had nowhere to go and gets cleaned up in all of that. So I'm back live now with Matthew Pritchard protecting his position with Eric Chandra, and Braden Pritchard must have made a mistake as well because he's 6 seconds back, and there's Troy Czeslowski who was involved in the accident. So it looks like everyone's struggling on the greener track. Oh, it looks like we've lost the rubber off the circuit. Troy Czeslowski was involved, but he managed to get back on the track, and here comes Flack and Brooksy. Gabriel Nunes further back in P7. So Matthew Pritchard, better run from him this race. Sees him up out in front, being chased by Eric Chandra. Pritchard's last lap was 53.8 and Chandra was a 53.5, so Chandra is slowly closing. He's got to do a bit more than that. There's only 5 laps left in this race. So it's Braden Pritchard in P3, Troy Czeslowski chasing hard for him, so too Scott Flack. Comes Jason Brooks. So Matthew Pritchard still holding the fastest lap of the race, but that gap is closing. It's down to 0.7 or 0.8 now. It's fluctuating. But now that Chandra's got a good run down the main straight, he will get close enough to make a challenge with 5 laps to go. He's definitely gaining on the back of Pritchard. Just controlling that car, doing what he can to conserve those tyres. The cockpit, Eric Chandra now. Will he go up the inside? Will he try it? This circuit's quite old and quite rough. It's not a smooth F1 circuit. So you've got to know the intricacies of where to turn and where the car's going to bounce and lose its grip. But looks like Chandra's done enough to get in the slipstream and get some advantage down the main straight. On the tail now, Matthew Pritchard trying to come up his side. But Pritchard taking that kink quite nice and then holds the inside. And survives yet another corner and another lap. Seconds gap back to Braden Pritchard now as Czeslowski loses a couple of spots. Oh, he's come off again. That's allowed Scott Flack and Brooksy to come up and move a position. Unfortunately, Czeslowski moved down in P6. But the fight's still up at the front as Pritchard trying to get Chandra to come up the inside, but he's showing his options, coming in close. Oh, he's very dangerous on the outside. He's not going to be able to pull it up. He's just kept it on the black stuff. He's going to try again. As he gets on the back hatch of Matthew Pritchard. Oh, Nunes in the middle of the road there. Almost took out the 2 leaders. I think he saw them coming and decided to just stay there. There it goes, Pritchard's off in the grass. And that's the mistake he was waiting for. Easy thing to do here at Lakeside. The track's not wide and very challenging corners, uphill. I won't say off camber, but it definitely wasn't on camber as the grip. If you abuse those front tyres on the car, you're not going to get enough grip to keep it on track. As Chandler's now assumed the lead. Nunes pulling out of the race to save any more incident on circuit. Chandler's stretching away now. Braden's still 7.5 seconds further back. But the race should be between Flack and Pritchard now, but it looks like Flack's just stretched away just a little bit ahead of Jason Brooks in the 48 car. This is Flack closing in on Braden Pritchard too, because I mean, Braden's still about 7.5 second mark, but Scott Flack's come up under that 10-second gap. As we'll show the gap to next, it's a better indication of what the splits are. We're on the last lap of the race now, so Eric Chandra now 4 seconds ahead. These three can see each other, but can't really get in touch with each other as we'll watch Chandra come down the back straight. That's the gap he's pulled open on Matthew Pritchard. So it looks like Flack's closing in on Pritchard. Pritchard doing all he can to stay on the track. But Chandra coming down the sweeping last turn onto the main straight. This will be for race number 2. Congratulations to Eric Chandra, taking race 2 ahead of Matthew Pritchard. Unfortunately just went wide on the grass there, and that not gap very tight between Pritchard and Scott Flack means Jason Brooks crosses the line in 5, George Jaslowski in 6, and Gabriel Nunes retiring. So I'll wait till Troy crosses the line to take the honours, and there he goes into P6, pushing Gabriel Nunes down into P7 for race 2. Okay, so Eric Chandra taking the win, as we said, ahead of Matthew Pritchard. Then Braden Pritchard, Scott Flack, Jason Brooks, Troy Jaslowski. Alright, grab a beer, grab a drink, grab a whiskey, grab a Ned, and we'll be back after these commercials. And did Matthew just leave?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything from Matthew.
Yeah, he never says anything. Braden, can you type in what happened to Matthew if you know if you're talking to him?
Don't wait for him, Shane.
No worries, thank you.
He would have gone to bed, mate.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah.
Now, Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Do not over-rotate the steering wheel when you're stuck against the fence. Okay? That's what broke it.
Is that what happened?
Okay, you can't turn it more than 6 o'clock. We're still missing someone else. Oh, Gabrielle, of course.
Yeah, he's not back in yet, that's all.
Yep, no worries.
Joining now.
Yep. Chandra, who have I not? Where have I put Chislowski? Oh, Chislowski.
Once Gabrielle comes in, that makes 6. Matt was the 7th man.
Yeah, understood. Got it. I'm just sorting out the grid, which is very manual, doing it this way. I have to put him in 6.
I think I'm a little rusty with these cars.
I don't think I've ever been anything but rusty with these cars.
Okay, I'm here.
Alright, so... Alright, I hope it's put you back in there. In that position. Yeah. Alright guys, let's go. You ready?
Let's do it.
Yep.
Alright, fuel, tyres, good luck. Okay, welcome back. It's race 3 now.
Wrong channel.
Okay, welcome back. It's race 3 now. We've got Gabriel Nunez rejoined back on pole. Next to him, Scott Flack. We're just waiting for one other, Eric Chandra. Starting P3. We've lost Matthew Pritchard. He's an early riser and early to bed, so glad that he can make it. But his brother Braden's got a lot of work to do from the back of the field. Chandra getting a smashing start off the line, so too Jason Brooks down the line there. Chandra getting the whole shot. Nunez settling into P2. Chislowski getting muscled out the back there. Just hear Braden Pritchard just bogging down in in the gears there. The start of the race has got plenty of tyres, so there's plenty of grip. Oh. He's just backed off to allow Scott Flack down the main straight. And it's a massive run. You've got to hit this right. Let the car just roll out. Otherwise, you're going to scrub up those front tyres. I keep saying it, but that's exactly what affects these cars being front-wheel drive. We've got no Subaru Levorgs in this round tonight. Only 6-7 drivers entered. And half of the field entered with like 5-10 minutes to go before quali, so they're sort of all getting used to it as Braden Pritchard just hits the grass. Ron Ball with Gabriel Nunes racing from Entertainment Park now, trying to stay in touch with this lot. He was saying in the break just then that he's a bit rusty with these cars. Still trying to come to grips with it. He's getting on the gas too early. Jason Brooks smashing the fastest lap of the race so far with a 52.681. Chandra starting to run away with this one. But is Brooks up to his usual trick and allowing the guys in front to just use up all the rubber and then come back towards the end of the race? Scott Flack, here he goes. We've got a 3-4-way race here. Go on board with Braden Pritchard. Look at that, the whole field right in front of him for the picking. He's got to stay in that train if he wants to start passing these guys halfway through the race or towards the end of the race here. Love this section going under the Dunlop Bridge. Very much a single track. Hard to go too wide, but it's easy to make a mistake, so you've got to stay on that train or try and force some of the guys to make the mistake, as we saw Matthew Pritchard just go wide and clip the grass, and that was enough for Eric Chandra to get the job done, take the win for race 2. I thought I heard a car crash in the background there. It sounded like it could have been Czeslowski falling off the back, but the race is up the front. This is for the lead of the race now. Look at them all nose to tail down the back. See if we can got the chopper cam up for this one. Just throw the camera up in the sky here. Just pan around to see where they all are. So we spread out a bit after that last turn. Brooks trying to get up on the back of Chandra here. We come into the turn. They're holding their line too strong under brakes. You can see the two different lines. Chandra going out wide to get a tighter exit, but Brooks has stayed off the accelerator to stay inside. Got Flack at the back there now, just so Chandra's still out in front with Brooksy in tow, and here comes Pritchard. Oh. Not much in it between the first four, only just over a second separating all three of them. Look at Pritchard closing in. Can he get the car to pull up? Yes, he does. Beautiful job there. Brooks is stuck in the middle here. Can't do much unless he makes a move. But he has to have a huge advantage to actually make it stick. And that's the challenge here. It's all about the patience, just waiting for the right moment. We've seen a couple of that happening a couple of times throughout the racing tonight. Oh, Chandra going wide a little bit there on the outside. Black's starting to come into the fold now, so the top four back under 1 second apart. This is going to get hot for the last 5 laps. There's Brooksy. Oh, he's up the inside now. So that's the job done. We're on board Pritchard here. We've got Flack right behind Pritchard, but what can Pritchard do? Can he go up the inside? No, he wants a long run. It's just hit the grass, but can he pull it up in time? Yes, he can. Just brings the speed right down 3rd gear, 4th, 5th as we hit the crest. He's just got to hold on and keep going. The guy's getting a better exit out of that turn. So Pritchard will be under pressure from Flack right now if he slows up anymore. And this is where Flack's probably going to make a move on Pritchard. He can see the top 3 right in front of him. So Flack just losing touch on the back straight, but he'll get it again. Oh, as Pritchard goes off into the grass. Yeah, here comes Flack closing in. He's going to go out wide to come on the gas early down the hill in a sweeping right-hander. So it's Brooksy out in front, taking us for the 10th lap. Group's starting to spread out now, but they're still all within it. Anything could happen. We saw Jason Brooks spin it on the last lap, giving away the lead to Braden Pritchard. So I've had 2 different winners so far, and this could be the 3rd if it stays like this. Looks like Troy Cieslawski's in pit lane to fix the car. Too much damage on that Ford Focus. Gabriel Nunes circulating in P5 at the moment. Back up front, Jason Brooks now holding that gap to Chandra. Looks like Braden slowly creeping in. And Flack closing in hard on Braden Pritchard down this main straight. Look at him close in as we come into turn 2. Heavy braking, he's up the inside. Pritchard's let him go because he'll get the inside again, but Scott's blocked the exit there, making the position stick, and that's P3 for Scott Flack. Great move there. Will Braden have enough to come back at Flacky? Oh, just going slightly wide, but there was enough ripple there to hold him onto the tar. Blackie still trying to stay on. Those tyres are getting old. It is the last lap of the race. So Jason Brooks out in front. Could be taking the finish line for our 3rd winner of tonight's racing. We've got 2 more races to go after this, so make sure you stick around. And that's Chandra from P2. 2 more laps to go. Can Flack overtake onto the main straight? He's got the momentum. Has Chandra done enough to stay? So congratulations to Jason Brooks, and Chandra just holds it ahead of Flack and Pritchard. Across for P4. That means Nunes coming around to take P5. Oh, just trying to get off the gas there. It just comes down the main straight. Oh, he's just kept the throttle in and just understeered all the way off into the grass. So that's taking P5 for race 3. So Jason Brooks, our third winner of the night, taking it ahead of Eric Chandra, and then Scott Flack getting the move done on Pritchard in 3 and 4, and then Gabriel Nunes P5 and Troy Kozlowski finishing P6. All right, we'll get ready for race 3. Race 4, I should say. And we'll be back very soon.
Entertainment Park has so much to it.
And we are proud to announce that we have joined forces with this incredible place. They've got simulation cars
You can choose your own car like a Formula One.
or V8 supercars, and you can choose your own track. I love the mountain. I'm king of the mountain. Not Mount Jewett, Mount Panorama.
Plus, there's an incredible go-kart track. No fumes, no smell.
And it's got a booster button too.
These booster buttons, unlike a video game, they're real. I'll catch you. Beat your fastest lap. Challenge your friends.
Have a feed at the cafe with an unbelievable menu. What? Dessert, coffee, and of course, a fully licensed bar.
10-pin bowling, video games, skills testers, laughs, play area, chill out areas and lounges, DJs and fun music.
It's safe, friendly, and plenty of parking. But some people drive to the city for that.
That's stupid.
Book now at entertainmentpark.com.au. Not just for kids.
Okay, welcome back. Race 4 ready to go. The boys are about to leave. For the 4th time, we've seen some great launches from the start-finish line, gaining a few positions, and that's exactly where you want to do it. It's very hard to do it on track, so here we go. Oh, Chandra, Troy Kozlowski caught napping, and that brings us almost 5 wide across the start-finish line. Brooksy from last place has moved himself into P1 from 6th position. Chandra's on the inside. With fresh tyres, they all stick. Brayden Pritchard's up in there. Flack's there as well, and Kozlowski and Nunes further down the pack, but it's Brooksy, Chandler, Braden and Flack, almost the results of, well it is almost the results of race 3, and we're already up there. Oh, there's a bit of bump and coming across the track. Flack's going to back off to allow Chandler to settle down there. Braden Pritchard chasing Jason Brooks now across the start finish line. Very long main straight. He's just got to tuck into the draft here, but he's pulled out, trying to go around the outside. He'll get the brakes, try and come up the inside. He's got the nose in, but he hasn't got enough. Now he's under pressure from Eric Chandra right behind him. He can't afford to move too much. There's no moving room on this circuit. Flack's just waiting patiently. Oh, Flack almost going wide there. Not many of them using that inside curb. That's the way to get a better run down that main straight, but they're all taking their time. They know they've just got to be there at the end of the race, which we saw on race 3. It's very important just to hold position. Down the back straight now under the Dunlop Bridge. Will Flack go up the inside under heavy braking? No, he's going to stay wide, try and get the exit. Or maybe try and go up the inside here. He brakes early, backs off, goes wide. He's going to get a better, harder exit. The boys in front have got a bit more momentum. Seem just getting off the gas enough to get that inside turn now that the car's getting a bit slipperier. Down the main straight, still Brooksy, Pritchard, then Chandra, and Braden Pritchard taking the fastest lap of the race of 52.505. Scott Flack's the one that hasn't taken a victory yet tonight, so maybe he's the 4th of 4 races. It's got to be his turn pretty soon. Jaslowski's just coming around the back bend, and Gabriel Nunes coming up around the top of the hill as well. But down the main straight, Brooksy's starting to stretch it out. It's Pritchard, Chandra, Flack in that order, and Flack's trying to squeeze up the inside there. On board with Flacky now, chasing down Chandra. Oh, massively deep under brakes. Looks like he lost his braking zone there for a second. Will Chandra hit the grass? No, he's just done enough to stay on and survive this 5th lap of 12. Only 7 to go. Braden's not catching Brooksy's falling into the clutches of Chandra behind him, so Flack moving deep under brakes there. Great job. Reduce that deficit to pretty much 0 just in one braking zone. And will he get the advantage? If Chandra tries to overtake Pritchard one way, Flack needs to take the other way, make sure he can't come back in. Go up the inside. No, he's left it. So Straven taking the hard left-hand turn off camber. Chandra's leaving that inside open for Flack to come in. The Flack's not falling for it. He wants to get a good run on here and get him at the end of the straight. Oh, he's come out of the draft here. choose the side and go for it, Flacky. Go behind. Oh, and those two. Oh. So they've all survived. Chandler not lost the front end. I think he come together with Pritchard there. But fortunately, Pritchard pushed the front end back so he's facing the right way, but he's lost all his momentum. But Chandler's now fallen from P3 to P4 at the moment. Pritchard moving up, so too Flacky. So Flacky's up in the third. He's got 2 more spots to go if he wants to take the win with 5 laps to go. We saw Brooksy spin out in the lead by himself in race 1. Can he do it again in race 4? Or will he be too experienced for that to hold? Now Flack's got the run on. Pritchard's trying to go out so he gets the inside run. Look at that. That's 2 different ways of taking the corner. The Flack's got the better run, but Pritchard's going to come out with a little bump. That's just the way the momentum is. That's a fair move on Flack there. On board with Chandler, chasing these two. Oh, there won't be any room out there, Flacky. Oh, can he get up the inside? He's trying everything he can. You can see the different lines here. Oh, Pritchard just smoking up the fronts. Flack's just got to go around the outside like he did before, but Chandler's going to make it 3 wide down the main straight. Oh, and they both go. Off they go, Pritchard. And Chandler becomes the beneficiary of that one. So they come together under the braking zone. Pritchard's made his way off there. Czeslowski moving up into P3 now. He's been the big winner in all of this. There's only 3 laps to go. All he has to do is stay out there in that position. That'll be his 2nd, 3rd for the evening. Oh, Braden Pritchard's coming in hot behind him as well. The gap at the moment is just over 2 seconds. We'll watch that as the race goes on. We've only got 2 laps to go. Jason Brooks out by himself, taking turn 1. Making it look easy. He's got a 6-second gap ahead of Chandra. But then it's Pritchard, Flack. No, Czeslowski. Someone else is in the grass. Oh, it's Czeslowski again. So he's just lost 3rd position of Braden Pritchard. And Flacky's going to be coming around the corner as well to say, hey, what about me? And Nunes is coming back into the fold as well. So Nunes fighting hard to get back in. Still in contact with the 2 guys in front. He wants to gain a couple more positions. Well, he's bringing up the dirt though. He might be struggling on those tyres. So Jason Brooks, our Victorian driver, out in the lead. Over 6 seconds ahead of Eric Chandra here in P2. And further back, Braden Pritchard moving back up into P3. Really hasn't lost a lot of positions. But here comes the biggest race at the moment on track. Scott Flack on Troy Czeslowski. Will Czeslowski choke under pressure, or will Flacky do the same? Oh, he's trying everything he can. He's trying all the lines. He'll try and get up the inside. Oh, look at that advantage he's taken, but he's got nowhere to go. He's got to back out of it. I think he'll get it here because Troy's struggling on tyres here. You can see him just being overtaken there. Oh, he almost come back up underneath. Braden's come back in the picture as well. but we are on the last lap, so where is Jason Brooks? Coming around the final couple of turns, down the hill. Massive run, he takes the second win for this evening. Short and sweet. From the back of the field, he moves his way into P1, so he gained 5 positions there. Eric Chandra crossing the line for P2. And then Braden looks like he's going to hold it against Scott Flack for 3 and 4. And Czeslowski for P5. And Nunes almost capitalising on a few mistakes throughout the night. Okay, so race 4, it's Jason Brooks taking it ahead of Eric Chandra from Indonesia. And then it's Braden Pritchard moving back up into P3 ahead of Scott Flack in 4. Troy Czeslowski in 5 and Gabriel Nunes in 6. Alright, 5th and final race for this evening. Stay tuned. And we'll be back as soon as possible. Okay, 5th and final race, you've joined us. Some entertaining racing so far. Hopefully this grid will provide a bit more action throughout the whole 12 laps, providing they don't come together and end up in the sand trap at the end of turn 2. But it's inevitable with this track, the nature of this circuit. It's quite tight throughout the back end of the circuit. And it just lends itself for drama all the way along, and that's what we love as the boys grid up. 6 guys left with us tonight, race 5. Only 12 laps to go to the end of the night. Here we go, Lakeside Parkway. Oh, Brooks, Flack, but Chandra getting a fantastic launch off the line. It's getting hot into turn 1. Flack trying to go up the inside. He wants this race. He's like, hey man, I haven't had a race win yet. The two boys behind. Oh, and they've come together again. Right when I cross to them. So we'll watch Chandra coming across. Oh, he's just drifted out ahead of Braden Pritchard, and Braden had nowhere to go. Unfortunately, that's just spatial awareness there. And Chandra back down into P6. That means Brooksy and Flack are up the front. Cieslawski, how does he do it? He manages to get up P3 all the time. Blackie flirting with death outside there. And Braden Pritchard's got Troy Cieslawski. And Gabriel Nunes further back in P5 at the moment. Chandra a further 8 seconds back. But it's Flack up the front now. Brooksy chasing Flack now down the main straight for SimHaus Racing out in the lead. Can he get a race win for tonight? It's been 3 different winners over 4 races. Now it's Scott Flack's turn to take home race 5. So he takes the fastest lap of the race with a 52.670. Brooksy coming down the gears hard in the third just to get the car to turn. Very patient with that accelerator. Looks like Blackie's starting to stretch that gap now. Whipping it round like it's a rally car. And Braden Pritchard trying to stay in, but he took P3 from Troy Cieslawski. So come down the straight for the 3rd time. Brooks trying to get in the draft to slipstream. Scott Flack, it's a very long straight. Easy to gain some time if you get in that draft. You know, it's an extra 5-10 kilometers per hour down the main straight. Very, very valuable, especially in a short race like this one. Towards the end of the night's racing, you won't see as many mistakes as what you did at the start of the race, because these boys know exactly what to expect now for the 12 laps. Oh, Flack, he's gone off. He's gone wide. The pressure got to him. He's just got to get back on in front of Troy Cieslawski, but he falls back into P4. So Flack had it. Oh, he just broke and straightened up, but that was enough for him to go off. Now he sits back into P4 with Jason Brooks handed another position, and now he's up the front. But Braden Pritchard starting to charge down as he took half a second off Brooksy on that last lap alone, and the gap's just under a second and a half now. We're not even halfway through, and a lot of action's happened already. Chandler's coming back in, getting in touch with the guys, but he's got a lot of work to do. I don't think he'll make it on the podium for this one, but we didn't think Scott Flack would lose the lead, but so anything can happen here. Brooksy Pritchard, P1 and 2. Cieslawski up into P3 once again ahead of Scott Flack. Flack trying to go around the outside. That's what got him in trouble in the first place, and that's why he's in this position instead of the front of the race. Oh, and it's side by side. They're going down the back there. Oh, Cieslawski just slow to change gear there. Cost him about 3 car lengths. Very conservative up around the top of the hill here. But now he's on full gas, 4th gear, 5th gear as they turn. Yeah, he's just backed off so the back end digs in and it gets more turning. It comes down the main straight for the 7th time. So Nunes still holding P5 at the moment. He's got Eric Chandler breathing down his neck, but he's holding that gap really nicely as he holds P5. You see the rear end of these cars just see if we can get down low. Watch the inside of these. Inside tyres as they go through. Only 5 laps to go in this race. It's been a fair bit of drama at the start. And so the boys have spread out and not much action happening so far, but Jason Brooks been solid most of the night. If it wasn't for making that mistake in race 1, he'd probably have 3 races up his sleeve by now and take home the round win. Scott Black still with the fastest lap of the race with a 52 flat, 52.076. Braden Pritchard, the only one close to that time in the race so far. Braden's last lap was a 53.5 against Jason Brooks at 53 flat, so he's lost half a second to Jason Brooks and Scott Black, who's behind him. But pretty much in these races, if you make one mistake, then it's too late. There's not enough time to really get that back before the checkered flag drops, unfortunately. So you got to stay on it. You got to stay straight, keep it straight, keep your position, and just stay out of trouble if you want to win the round. And that is the nature of the British touring cars. We've seen that all year long. If you haven't seen the other races, make sure you like and subscribe. Get the notifications as well, and you can even go back and watch our library and all the rounds of the British touring cars for this year on SimHaus Racing. All the details down below in the description. So scroll down, you can get the car and track links and the links to our live timing and links to our Discord. Definitely join the community, get on board, be part of the action. Flack again, I've got to give him it, I'm sorry, but he's earned it. And he'll be taking that at the end of the year, I'd say, but Jim's Moen for cutting the grass, award goes to him. As we're watching Jason Brooks now and Braden Pritchard trying to stay in contact with the gap out to 3.2 seconds now. And very consistent Brooksy. That last lap of 53.1, Pritchard was a 54 flat. And Eric Chandler down in P6 with a 53.8. Unfortunately, his race is done for the night. Damage is on at 30% for these races now, just to make it more interesting and make these boys drive a lot cleaner, which we have been seeing. You do expect a little rubbing in this racing category, and we've definitely seen that throughout the year. Jason Brooks gets us onto the last lap of the night. Controlled race so far for him, untouched, unbothered. Braden's done well to recover after every incident tonight and has maximised his positions. He's fought for it got back on track as soon as he could and made his way back up to the front. Scott Flack now, after all the excursions, is still in P3. Alright, so this is Jason Brooks. 3 races for the night. Congratulations, that'll definitely be the round win for him. And that's the checkered flag for the 3rd time this evening. Braden Pritchard coming home in P2. Scott Flack across the line for SimHaus Racing in P3. Troy Cieslowski coming home with a respectable P4 ahead of Eric Chandra in P5. And here comes Gabriel Nunes, just losing that last position on the last lap to Eric Chandra, who was charging hard. So race 5 results for the night is Jason Brooks on screen, your series, your round winner for tonight, taking race 5 ahead of Braden Pritchard in P2, Scott Flack recovering well to take P3. Troy Cieslowski, nice job finishing in P4, and then it's Eric Chandra recovering 1 position to bring it home in P5 ahead of Gabriel Nunes for GNR Racing, finishing in P6. Alright, so that concludes the racing for tonight. We'll see if anyone else is out on track. I can hear another car. Oh, he's stuck. He's jumped the fence. Not too sure how he got there, but there he is. He'll have to retire and get the crane out there, or just drive it straight down into the creek there. Alright, so he brings it back to the garage. So thank you very much for joining us for tonight's racing. I hope you've enjoyed that. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and join us for the next race. Hit the like and subscribe and get the notification bell and to know exactly when we're on next. We've moved to Monday nights just for the time being. So stay tuned and find out when we are racing next. And that includes getting onto our socials, following our Discord channel, and getting amongst it. Join the community. The next race, I think, off the top of my head, is the V8s at Surfers Paradise, but there's a bit of a gap there. So stay tuned and we'll see you on the next round. Good night.